Una vez más, oigo el lamento en tu voz. Ya si lo sé, no hace falta una explicación. Puedo ver que te esfuerzas para no llorar enfrente de mí. Él te hiere el corazón y tú finges no lo sentir. Si fuera yo, me echaría a perder el sabor de tus besos, tu miel. Si fuera yo, me echaría a perder tu amor, el calor de tu piel y el dolor de verla sufrir. Me parte el corazón en dos, nunca más volvería a llorar. Si fuera yo, quiero ser el que te guía fuera de la soledad, el que te quita los miedos y la oscuridad. No lo ves, te quiero a ti siempre cerca de mí. Necesito de ti, pero tu corazón desconoces a mi amor por ti. Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder el sabor de tus besos, tu miel. Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder tu amor, el calor de tu piel y el dolor de verla sufrir. Me parte el corazón en dos, nunca más volvería a llorar. Si fuera yo. Si fuera yo, me echaría a perder el sabor de tus besos, tu miel. Si fuera yo, me echaría a perder tu amor, el calor de tu piel y el dolor de verla sufrir. Me parte el corazón en dos, nunca más volvería a llorar. Si fuera yo, si fuera yo, si fuera yo, si fuera yo. Una vez más, oigo el lamento en tu voz. Ya lo sé, no hace falta una explicación. Puedo ver que te esfuerzas para no llorar enfrente de mí. Él te hiere el corazón y tú finges no lo sentir. Si fuera yo, me echaría a perder el sabor de tus que te quita los miedos y la oscuridad. No lo ves, te quiero a ti siempre cerca de mí. Necesito de ti, pero tu corazón desconoces a mi amor por ti. Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder el sabor de tus besos, tu miel. Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder tu amor, el calor de tu piel y el dolor de verla sufrir. Me parte el corazón en dos, nunca más volvería a llorar. Si fuera yo.
Hello, Franklin. Yeah. Kind of hard to hear you. Same, well, this is real loud music. Probably just the music, right? Yeah, play music.
Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder el sabor de tus besos, tu miel. Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder tu amor, el calor de tu piel y el dolor de verla sufrir. Me parte el corazón en dos, nunca más volvería a llorar. Si fuera yo, si fuera yo, si fuera yo, si fuera yo. Una vez más, oigo el lamento en tu voz. Ya lo sé, no hace falta una explicación. Puedo ver que te esfuerzas para no llorar enfrente de mí. Él te hiere el corazón y tú finges no lo sentir. Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder el sabor de tus besos, tu miel. Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder tu amor, el calor de tu piel y el dolor de verla sufrir. Me parte el corazón en dos, nunca más volvería a llorar. Si fuera yo, quiero ser el que te guía fuera de la soledad, el que te quita los miedos y la oscuridad. No lo ves, te quiero a ti siempre cerca de mí. Necesito de ti, pero tu corazón desconoces a mi amor por ti. Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder Una vez más, oigo el lamento en tu voz. Ya lo sé, no hace falta una explicación.
Frank, what are we doing? What is going on? Why are there flowers?
Que te esfuerzas para no llorar.
I don't speak Spanish. This is a love song about you.
Él te hiere el corazón y tú finges no lo sentir. Si fuera yo, me echaría a perder el sabor de tus besos, tu miel. Si fuera yo, me echaría a perder tu amor. El calor de tu piel y el dolor de verla sufrir me parte el corazón en dos. Nunca más volvería a llorar si fuera yo.
thought we were done with that.
Quiero ser
I got it back.
el que te guía fuera de la soledad, el que te quita los miedos y la oscuridad. No lo ves, te quiero a ti siempre cerca de mí. Necesito de ti.
Something's wrong with my camera.
Pero tu corazón desconoces a mi amor por ti. Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder el sabor de tus besos, tu miel. Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder tu amor, el calor de tu piel y el dolor de verla sufrir me parte el corazón en dos. Nunca más volvería a llorar si fuera yo.
I don't know what you got planned, but you're giggling.
Si fuera yo, me echaría a perder el sabor de tus besos, tu miel. Si fuera yo, me echaría a perder tu amor, el calor de tu piel y el dolor de verla sufrir me parte el corazón en dos. Nunca más volvería a llorar si fuera yo. Si fuera yo. Si fuera yo. Si fuera yo. Una vez más, oigo el lamento en tu voz. Ya lo sé, no hace falta una explicación. Puedo ver que te esfuerzas para no llorar enfrente de mí. Él te hiere el corazón y tú finges no lo sentir. Si fuera yo, me echaría a perder el sabor de tus
comfortable.
Guía fuera de la soledad, el que te quita los miedos y la oscuridad.
Tommy, just trust me.
No lo ves.
That's never been a smart play.
Te quiero a ti siempre cerca de mí.
You've given me no good reason to ever do this.
Necesito de ti.
There's you and
Pero
clouds,
tu
flowers
corazón
falling. There's pictures of
desconoces
squirrels.
a mi amor por
I'm not-
ti.
I'm not gonna be happy until this one's over.
Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder el sabor de tus besos, tu miel. Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder tu amor, el calor de tu piel y el dolor de verla sufrir. Me parte el corazón en dos. Nunca más volvería a llorar si fuera yo.
Tommy, sure. Tommy, what are you hiding? What are you hiding, Tommy? Show yourself. Off the camera. I need to share this link. Someone else is gonna share it.
If you guys like the music, you might recognize the voice. That is Frank singing. I play guitar. Frank sings. We're in a band. We're called the Two Amigos, and it's really good. He wrote that. It is about me. So yeah, we'll link you guys to the SoundCloud after the show.
Oigo el lamento en tu voz. Ya lo sé.
There's something's wrong with your camera, Tommy.
No hace falta
The Tommy camera keeps shutting off.
There shouldn't be a camera, Frank. There shouldn't be a camera. What are you doing? No, I'm out. Tommy out.
But Tommy, so people feel intrigued about the stream before the stream is even live. That's rude. That's just rude. You know, I was just being nice. I was trying to be helpful.
Quiero ser el que te guía fuera de la soledad, el que te quita los miedos y la oscuridad. No
So Frank, are you there?
quiero a ti
Yeah.
siempre cerca de mí.
Where did this image come from?
What's your image?
It's one of you looking dreamfully off camera, holding a THL Pac-Man. With someone at a low angle taking this picture. Like, your wife must hate you. I'm sure she had to take this picture And you're like, no, here, just squat down and take this picture of me holding this Pac-Man. And she's like, I thought that we were gonna have a nice dinner. And you're like, we will fucking later. And there's you holding up your DHL Pac-Man. You're just looking off. What is that? Who are you talking to? What is going on? Like what? Like were you cleaning your Pac-Man? Like you were holding it up and you're cleaning it off. This has to be what happened. You were holding it up, you're cleaning it off. The wife was gonna get a picture of you. She's over there taking the picture. So you were looking at her while you were cleaning it, like, hey wife, take the picture. And then someone else walks in the room from over there. Oh, who's that? Who's over there? That's it. That's what happened, right? Frank?
There is no one else in the room.
Took that picture yourself? That's a pretty good selfie stick. I'm just saying, at this point, it is obvious that you're enlisting friends in these endeavors, and I don't understand what's even going on.
I mean, you'll find out.
You're a terrible person.
Come on.
Fuck! I just dropped my bowl.
That's okay.
It's all your fault, Frank. You got me all frazzled.
I know. I do that too.
Hookah.
Okay.
Una vez más,
Tommy,
Frankie?
I forgot. What was I gonna say to you?
ya lo sé.
That can't be good.
No hace falta una
can't be good.
explicación.
You had something to say that you now have forgotten to say.
Puedo ver
No, it's quite normal actually.
que te esfuerzas para no llorar enfrente de mí. Él te hiere el
I think,
corazón
right?
y tú
I just wanted to smoke hookah,
sentir.
talk to my buddy. Instead, you're on some bullshit,
Si
obviously.
fuera yo, no echaría a perder el sabor de tus besos, tu miel. Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder tu amor, el calor de tu piel y el dolor de verla sufrir. Me parte el corazón en dos. Nunca más volvería a llorar si fuera yo. Quiero ser el que te guía fuera de la soledad, el que te quita los miedos y la oscuridad. No lo ves, te quiero a ti siempre cerca de mí. Necesito de ti, pero tu corazón desconoces a mi amor por ti. Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder el sabor de tus besos, tu miel. Si fuera yo, no echaría a perder tu amor, el calor de tu piel y Una vez más, oigo el lamento en tu voz. Ya lo sé, no hace falta una explicación. Puedo ver que te esfuerzas para no llorar enfrente de mí. Él te
I like the timing camera.
y tú finges no lo sentir.
That's not going to be something that we're able to do all the time, Frank. I don't like it. Don't like it, and it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You know, there's certain pre-game rituals that happen on this end, and I don't want everyone to be a part of.
Tommy, I'm an innovator. I'm trying to push boundaries here. Come on, new ideas for our user base. Our user base. Our user base. And I wish you could just be a little bit more supportive of me.
Sorry.
You go out all night drinking and hanging out with your friends, and you do all that stuff, and I'm here just at home, working away, preparing to stream, and then you come in all drunk.
This is what you've done after work. Look at the background that we have right now.
Oh, that's what you're looking at? That's what you're looking at?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. That's all that is here for right now. Yes, that's what I'm looking at. There's flowers falling in front of Frank. What the fuck is going on? I don't even understand. I don't understand anything that's happening. There's Spanish love music playing. There's you looking dreamy with a filter. Like, I don't know what's going on. And then it's just the cutout of you holding a Pac-Man. Someone else walked in the room. You're looking up like you're getting answers from God, like you're up on some hill. I'm sure that you're not. I'm sure that you're in the basement. I'm sure that you're in the basement in that picture. But regardless, and then it's just blue skies in the background, and for some reason there's flowers falling. This is a very romantic stream we have right now. And we took Valentine's Day off, so I don't understand what we're doing now. And I keep asking you, and you're like, oh, I got something planned. I got something planned. That makes me really uncomfortable.
Tommy, I don't appreciate this back talk. How about we start the stream? How about that? Okay? Okay. Enough for this sass. That's normal.
Socks. He did not put them through the shredder like he said he was going to because of reasons. Yeah, he's holding them right there. There they are. They're not shredded. I can see them. You guys can't, but I promise you, he's flopping them around like some big floppy socks, Mr. Cox. he has them over his shoulder right now. They fit him. They fit him real good. I don't want to know why you do that. I don't. Okay.
Put your shirt back on. No, bracket. We got this.
This is getting weird. This is getting. You can find us all over the internet, Adrian. If people want to find.
Hey guys, that was a advertisement for our friends over at the Hookah podcast. We're gonna play a little snippet from them in a little bit, but they do their broadcast 3 times a week, so you guys can go check them out. They're a great group of guys, and they know their times better than I do. So I'll let them speak for themselves because I'm just gonna mess that up. Hi Tommy, how are you doing?
Hi Frank.
Tommy, you don't look too happy. And quite frankly, I should be the one that's upset. But I'm not feeling that from you right now.
Enlighten me. Why should you be the one that's upset?
Because this stream is about the death of the THO Pac-Man.
It is?
It is. This has been coming, guys, and I
can already tell that today's stream is going to have a lot of fuckery. I don't know. I'm a little under the weather. I have a bit of a cough. My throat is. Remember that cough I had? It's like coming back. My throat's real sore. My voice is going in and out. I was only able to drink like 7 cocktails before the show today. I'm not ready for your bullshit today, Frank.
Someone died here today, Tommy, and we need to pay respect and homage to them. And quite frankly, your little drinking, scheming thing. You know what, Tommy? Before you get any more drunk, if that's even possible on this stream, how about this? How about we just get into me paying homage to the THO Pac-Man? And I think it's only fair. It's only fair. Now, the best way I can think of to do that is with a nice little video that I put together where I do the voiceover.
I can hardly wait.
So, it was a...
So wait, now there's just a Tommy cam all the time? I'm just realizing that this isn't only on my end. Oh. I don't like this at all.
Oh, shut up!
I hate you.
Alright, here we go. So, it wasn't that long ago that I got this special item from a friend of mine named Bracken Cox. It was a marvelous item. It was called a THO Pac-Man. Nothing special about it to my eye, nothing special about it, but it kept my station clean, orderly, and sexy, Tommy. Very sexy. Long story short, Tommy, I was a happy man. Very, very happy man. I couldn't be happier, Tommy. At that point in my life, everything was going up and up and up. Because not only did I have a THO Pac-Man that kept everything so spotless and clean, but everything was going right. Everything was sunny and beautiful, bright, sparkly, and beautiful, Tommy. Just beautiful. And I decided to take up hobbies.
Wow.
I started picking up puppeteering, and I was a happy guy, Tommy. Everything was going great for me. I was getting to new things every day that I didn't even know. But then, I uncovered an ancient tomb inside my basement. Inside there were... Inside this ancient... Stop laughing. Inside this ancient tomb, there was a book.
Inside my basement!
Inside the book was a story about the power of the THO Pac-Man and the runic power within. It was written by my grandmother's grandmother, Tommy, and I meddled with the dark arts. I got into it, and I decided to try it myself. I put the pac-man on the floor. I said the words THL, THL, THL. And voila! The magic worked. A hairbrush came through a dark portal and telepathically just appeared on the pac-man, Tommy. Magic was born that day for me. Born. But came with much uncertainty and fear, Tommy. I began drinking inordinate amounts of water because I could not deal with the pressure of the DHL Pac-Man. Everything was going downwards now, Tommy. Weird creatures began to appear from the darkness to attack me because they were attracted to the runic power of the DHL Pac-Man. Horrible creatures of all different sizes, shapes, and things I didn't even know how the hell to call them. There were no names in a encyclopedia, Tommy. Nothing in Webster's dictionary that could help me. National Geographic just laughed at me and hung up the phone. But one day I was at Marshall's. And it was a horrible... It was a horrible day, Tommy.
Audio issues on Frank's end. He'll be right back.
It was a horrible day at Marshall's, Tommy. I was there because they were having a flash sale on scarves.
On what? On scarves?
Shut up.
You were at Marshall's for scarves? That's what he said, right? He's at Marshall's because they're having a flash sale for scarves. What even is his life? That's a thing. Continue. I just want to drink my tea.
You could never have too many scarves. So I was there.
I don't think that's accurate.
Shut up.
All right.
I was there for scarves. And then that's when the Squirtle appeared. The fearsome creature from the depths of hell that no one could even understand how powerful they are. A mix between a squirrel, a dawn, and something else I can't even describe but dark. And then I battled the Squirtle. Shut up! I battled the Squirtle and defeated him. But he kept coming back. He kept coming back. Every time I destroyed one, no one took his place. No one kept replacing the last Squirtle. And they just kept coming to me. And you know this because I told you every day that a new Squirtle took the last Squirtle's place. And they kept coming to me. And they came some more. And they came and they multiplied more. And they kept challenging the power of the digital Pac-Mans. They kept coming at me, Tommy, and I couldn't do anything except fight. And then my mornings became night, and my night became mornings, where all I did was hold the digital Pac-Mans, destroying the evil Squirtles wherever they came, and once they came, all I did was fight. But then, one fated day, they found the heart of the digital Pac-Mans. They found it at the heart of the Citadel, Tommy. And they burned it to the ground, destroying the heart of the digital Pac-Mans forever. But the runic power didn't just get lost, Tommy. It had to go somewhere. Thankfully, our factory was completely adjacent across the street, so the runic power went across the street into this factory where THL Elevator Swag is being produced at this very moment. But till then, we must say thanks to the THL Pac-Man. Not because it still won't keep your tabletops clean and your shisha mixing to perfection, but because the powers that once it had to destroy evil from the other side of the portal of the black hole, the interdimension, is gone. And there we have it, Tommy. In memory to the THO rooted power.
It's a sad day.
This is a very tough story. But I had to tell it from the beginning to the end.
You're still doing the voice. There you go. Question.
This wasn't a question and answer thing, Tommy. It was sort of like a speech at a funeral. You don't ask questions to the person that does a speech at the funeral. Go ahead.
I mean, you've never been in a funeral in my family. We ask all kinds of questions. We're very inquisitive people, the Ippolites.
Okay.
Anyway, I do have a question for you. You said a squirrelodon is part squirrel, which I get. I gathered that much. Yes. And then you said part something that you don't know, which I'm fine. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then you also said part Don. Yeah. Now, is that a guy named Don, or are we talking like he's a squirrel that's also a mafia boss, like in the squirrel world?
No, like a big beast. A Don.
A Don?
It's a special term I made up just for the squirrels. Tommy, did you not see the picture of the squirrel?
I did, but I don't see the Don.
It's like Voltron, but with a squirrel. Squirrel Don.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Because you are just mocking.
No, I'm asking Jeff.
Look at him, Tommy. Look at him. Look at his face.
Yeah. No, I can definitely see it looks just like Don. I don't know Don.
And when I was at Trader Joe's calling you for help from this piece of crap, where were you? Nowhere. You laughed and you hung up on me, and then this piece of crap burnt down the heart of the cinder. This is your fault as much as the squirrels.
Sure. I'll take full responsibility, Frank. Whatever will make you stop doing the voice.
Tommy?
Yes?
Why don't you say a few words for the THO Pac-Man?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Wait. Hold on.
No. I don't want to. What are you about to do? Whatever you're about to do, don't do it.
I thought you want music.
No, you're going to do something fucking stupid.
I'm not going to do something stupid. Okay, proceed.
So I don't even get to hear the music that you're playing while I talk.
You don't hear it?
Okay, I hear it. All right. Yeah, THL pack mats. So THL pack mats are great for not making a mess when you pack. And they were great for that from the beginning. And then Frank discovered all these powers that his had. And now they don't, which is good because I won't have to hear that anymore. It's a sad day. Sorry, I forgot. It's sad. Very sad. Very sad. Very, very sad. Very sad. Very sad day. But this is an example of a THL pack mat. This isn't the fancy THL pack mat with the powers because mine doesn't have the double logo in the middle. But we have the THL logo there. It says King Tommy. And it's good for what it does. What else do you want me to say, Frank? I have no fucking idea what we're doing or why we're doing it.
You said it perfectly, Tommy.
Thank you.
It was beautiful. He was so good at that stuff, wasn't he?
No. And what was going on with the music at the beginning of the show? I don't understand the romantic Spanish music. What do you... Where did that come from? Do we even have the rights to be using that? Because I feel like we probably don't. Like our whole channel is gonna get shut down.
If everybody's wondering,
by Sony,
because there's a lot of people here that were not here for the beginning. He's talking about.
Yeah, with the Tommy cam. I'm trying to pack my bowl. There's a Tommy cam. We're looking at pictures of Frank with petals falling. There's flower petals falling. There's a picture of Frank looking dreamy up at God, and then I don't know what is happening. I don't understand. Then there's a Tommy came. He's like, Tom, get on and test the stream. I get on, and I'm on the stream.
Tommy, you know what? I don't
Great.
appreciate
Yeah, let's break some news.
I don't appreciate this, Tommy, because if you were to come to the creative meeting at 9 p.m. in the morning, you I can't even do this shit. Next time, Tommy, if you have an opinion, show up for the creative meeting where we vote on these topics. No one was objecting.
Right, at 9 p.m. in the morning.
Precisely. Now that we have that cleared up, let's move on. Because we have a lot of things to talk about.
Do we?
What is it still playing? Where is it coming from? Okay. Alright. Alright, guys. So, THO Gala in New York in May.
Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows? Anything is possible. Frank clearly is off his meds.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. I love hanging out with Tommy. It's always a blast. And we just crack each other up. So, you know, if you just want to see that for like 3 hours, come down.
That's very accurate.
We'll be having a party on Friday night, so come out for that. That's going to be awesome. And we're going to be revealing some cool new swag. So, I'm just selling you swag. What type of swag is it, Tommy?
It's THL elevated swag. That's how I say it.
Okay.
Okay.
Duly noted not to let you say that again. Okay. So we're gonna be
TH elevated swag. Was that better?
Alright. You need to take the product promo seriously.
TH elevated
No, stop it, Tommy. Stop it. Alright, we talked about this. Remember the counselor she said to you, you have to be more supportive of me and not be so interjectory.
Frank, once again, for the last time, I don't want to have to keep going over this with you. I cannot see your imaginary friends. Only you could see her. We were in the smoke hut. We're outside. He calls it the smoke hut. It's a shed. It's a shed. We're in the shed. We're smoking.
Who are you talking to, Tommy? It's just us in here.
No, it's not. This is part of the stream.
What do you mean it's part of the stream?
You keep saying it's just us in here, and then every time I watch the shows, everyone can hear what we're saying when we do the breaking news.
I can't see them. How can they hear us?
Oh my god.
Anyways.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to do better, Frank. Let's get back to the show.
Thank you.
Christ.
So New York is gonna be great. Come down, hang out with us. We're gonna have a lot of fun. And we also have tickets available for Vegas if you want to come down. Oasis Lounge, that's gonna be great. I'm gonna be up in Boston next month for business and events. So in the evening we're gonna do like a mini meetup. So feel free to meet up with me there. I think we're waiting for the other news.
Are we? I mean, you keep talking about this other news. I wonder if I can goad you into just telling them. I feel like I could.
Well, we could soft talk about it now. So
We'll soft talk?
yeah, we'll soft talk.
I don't know. We start talking, I might just get not so soft. This is exciting news.
That's the point of soft talk.
And as you know, Frank, I'm very excitable.
It's an ironic statement, isn't it? Soft talk. But anyways, we are doing another event in in October out in Los Angeles. THL has partnered up with Hookah Battles, and THL will be going forward, be running the junior league for Hookah Battles in the United States. So that means every single Hookah Battle that will be hosted for the Junior League will be orchestrated by THL on behalf of the Hookah Battle global team. So we will be the North American event representative and organizer. So we're planning for the first Hookah Battle Junior event to be in Los Angeles. So that's really exciting for us.
Now, not everyone watching the stream might know what the fuck you're even talking about. So what is Hookah Battle? What is the Junior League going to be? And what do people expect with these events? Because they're going to be popping up more and more, right? Like, this is going to be a thing.
Yeah, so if you don't know what Hookah Battle is, it's basically like Iron Chef, but with hookah. So it's basically like a hookah off. You compete against one another. There's a line of contestants, and they all try to compete in different categories, from who has the best setup, who has the best bowl, who packed the best, flavor. You know, there's different categories you can score and point in, and you know, depending on what you score, you can win overall or in a category. So we're doing this first one in LA. We are partnering up with Hookah John. So we're excited about it. It's going to be October of this year. We may do a small mini fight in New York Gala. It's just for fun. It's not going to be anything like the one we're doing in LA. But really excited about that. Really excited about that. So that's cool. Yeah, we'll
very cool. It's gonna be really fun. It'll be a fun thing to take part in. It'll be a fun thing to go watch. And like we said, I mean, you know, we want to be doing THL events. You know, we want you guys to have something to be excited about pretty much every few months, and we're working on the beginnings of that for 2019.
Yeah. So 2019 is already going into a different direction for us, and we are trying to show what you may be seeing for 2020. 2019, like I said before, you're going to start seeing what's happening with THL, start being laid out on the ground, and we're moving from more of being a community to being an organization that tries to grow the community. I
hate it when you say that. And I know that you say it on purpose, so that I'll say that I hate it when you say that.
I know.
I wish you would just stop saying it, because we're still going to be a community.
We're
always going to be a community. I'm going to make sure, even if Frank doesn't love you guys and doesn't care about you guys anymore, and Frank is like, no, all we're doing is focusing on event planning, I'm going to make sure that the community stays the Wild Wild West like it is.
Yeah, I think it's poor choice of words to describe it, because we are still going to have the community aspect. But our focus is to grow hookah. So there's always going to be a community that follows, but we're not just concentrating on THL, just a group. We're concentrating on hookah as the activity in North America. So that is the differentiator. It's why I always say we're no longer just focusing on...
Yeah, well, like for us, it's changing. But for the members, it's just going to mean an opportunity to go to some cool events.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to do with this, just so the members, everyone out there knows exactly what I mean. You know, one of the things that we've talked about for a while, I mean, since like the whole group thing started and we started growing, was how can we get members that aren't in the groups already, so that, you know, all the groups aren't trying to be the biggest group and the best group and fighting over all the same active members. So, you know, this is one way that for us to try to do it, to bring more hookah events out that might maybe draw people into the groups and draw people into the hobby at an enthusiast level that just have an interest in hookah right now.
Yeah, and I think THL that's where we're trying to bring THL to, and this whole part of THL Life is THL Life is a mission statement. It is us saying to the world, this is what hookah is. It's not like, while we post stuff for ourselves in here, every time you guys post a THL Life picture, tag it, please. And because what's happening is our team is collecting all those, and we're going to be posting them to Instagram. And those posts are not going to our normal tags of hookah. We're targeting other tags. We're going after vapors. We're going after cigar smokers. We're going after people on the track. We're going after people at the volleyball courts. You know, so THL Life, while it's a brand that we have created, it's a mission statement for us to try to expand the community. Because let's be honest, hookah is probably worst growing community. I think LARPing even does better than Hookah as far as gaining new membership into their community.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a fair statement I think I can make. So, we want to change that. We need to make Hookah exciting and make it fun and get a lot of eyes on it and show people, because I think people get the image that Hookah can only be done in the lounge.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think that, and a lot of people think that all that there is what they see when they go to their lounge and they pay $20 for a pipe, and it's usually like a KM. If you're lucky, it's a KM. At least it's not going to rust out on them and stuff. And your regular Egyptian hose and a pretty restricted draw and all that kind of stuff. And your basic flavors that you always see. And having events like this that can have people, like I said, that are going to be interested in Hookah but not yet enthusiasts. We can show them the light, if you will.
Yeah,
like this is what Hookah can be.
That's cool.
And that's what this is about. This isn't really about the groups in general. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's why they start. And then it quickly becomes battle of the groups. And we've been involved with that stuff for too long.
Yeah. No more. No more. I mean, all the groups have their flavors, so you're gonna find your flavor. That's all that is. There's a lot of great groups out there that you could join and you could be a part of, and also be a part of this group. And you're gonna get your flavor when you go to that group, and you're gonna get your flavor when you come to this group. Yes.
Who did you say yes to, Frank? That's ridiculous.
I'm trying to explain right now to you. Yes, that means we're going to be doing more Hookah battles, Justin. And when I left Frank, he was buying scarves at Ross.
Marshalls.
I don't know where that place is. But
Ross and Marshalls are the same place. You don't have Ross by you?
No.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Is there going to be a THL lounge?
Not yet.
Not yet. I mean, 20, Tommy and I talked about THL's future, and, we plan in multi-year steps, sort of, I think we both have the same ideology, which is, aim very high, and if at least you miss, you tried.
Right.
At least have a really big goal and miss, then try to aim for the ground and not hit, right? So we have very big ambitions for what we want this industry to become, and how we want lounges to become, how we want activities and events to become, and we have every intention to show the world that. So if they're asking if a THL lounge is coming, that's up to your imagination.
Well, I will say this. Absalom's Lounge, I believe it's called, in Colorado, is the first ever THL approved or THL sponsored lounge.
Oh, right. Right.
So, and that is something that we're going to be rolling out more of. So everyone who's watching and everyone who watches later on, if you have lounges local to you that do a really good job of Hookah, send us a PM and we can get some artwork out and talk with the managers or owners of said lounge about doing some kind of discount for members, because that's what's going on over at Absalom's Lounge. So basically they, put up a decal that says they're a THL sponsored venue. And if you show that you're a member of the Hookah Lounge, you get I believe there it's a 15% discount on everything. And that's really cool. But the real point of it is more so to have, places in every city and every state where you can find a lounge that is a quote unquote THL sponsored lounge, which just means our members have said this is a good place to hang out and smoke in my local area.
Yeah. And there's going to be more of that.
There's a lot of shit lounges out there.
There's a lot of shit lounges. And, we actually have a list of... Well, I have a list that... Tommy knows a lot of these lounges already. So they're lounges that people talk about, rated well. And they're going to be some of the first lounges to be THL approved. So we're excited about this program rolling out. And, you know, they don't just get exposure in our group, but there's other stuff coming that they get exposure in. So we're really excited about it. You know, we're basically trying to show the world not only how to host events, but we want to show the world how to throw parties, do competitions. We're not going to do hookah battles the way they do in Russia. No, 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 no.
Ours are going to be a fucking show.
Yeah. Yeah, it's boring. I mean, basically, if you guys want to know in a nutshell what they look like, it's 2 to 3 hours of watching guys on a stage while you're on the floor make a hookah. Not happening. Not happening. So we are creating our own rules for our LA competition. So that's going to be exciting.
That sounded so foreboding.
Yeah.
So we are creating our own rules. The guys who started that group that started out by saying, we got no rules.
We just want to make this, like I said, Tommy and I, along with Brandon, I want to discount him because he has a big part in all this.
Absolutely.
As well as
instrumental in getting this whole thing together.
Yeah. I mean, when we came into the hookah groups and started THL, we wanted something different because we didn't like the landscape. You had 3 groups that were swamp trash of a mood. I'm just going to say that. The mood was horrible.
Especially at the time.
Yeah, at the time. It was horrible. And we're running on to 2 years now. So when we started THL, we're like, we're not doing this anymore. We're starting a new group with a brand new direction. We started up the very first podcast of State of the Smoke, first podcast in the communities, which ran every other week. Was it back then?
I think so, yeah.
It was twice a month. Yeah, Brandon Forrester Olson helped found THL with us. We're the first 3 founding members. So, first podcast. And then, we keep trying to pioneer new ways to try to engage the community. And then you see it. You see what we bring into the community just spread. And we enjoy that because we want the community to grow. Because honestly, it's not. And then you see some other new groups form, and now they're players too. It's not just the 3 old farts. Yeah. I'm excited about that. And now we're in a situation where people have basically said they're tired of that old stuff. They want something new. They want to go in this new direction. And we're trying to now do that same thing with everything else. We did with the group. We're happy with the group now. But there's more that we want to do. And we need to do. So much more needs to change. So, baby steps. Baby steps. We're throwing events. We didn't like how other people threw their events. I'll not name names. So we go, no. THL is going to host an event in our flavor. Not saying
we're going to do it different. Yeah, absolutely. And it's not. And again, it's not to take shots at anyone else who does events or who's done hookah events. It's great. Do meetups and meet with people. Still do all that stuff. We wanted, and we've talked about it. We want all of our stuff to have a different kind of feel, have a more high end kind of flavor to it. And that's really one of the main goals with everything that we're going to do, that you're going to see with us moving forward. We want every THL event, whether we're talking about the battles or we're talking about a meetup at a lounge after some other event or whatever it is that we're doing. We want it to be something that, if you are able to make it, is truly an experience and not just, hey, it was great. I got to hang out with guys I only hang out with online. That's cool too. And you'll get to do that, but it's more than just that. And the people who come to the New York Gala are going to get the first taste of that. And things should only continue to get better from there.
I mean, look at this way, guys. In a year span, So we were quiet during the summer. It's because we were playing all this stuff. So we kicked it off with kicked it off with the THL trainer program, and now we have probably 5 of the best smokers in our industry that I consider, and they have all variant opinions, which is important to give contrast. And they are pumping out reviews. They're getting more products in their hands, and that was the first program that we launched. How long ago was that when we started that program, THL Trainer?
Probably about a year ago now.
Yeah. So
like actually having trainers.
Yeah, we pumped that out. Then we kicked into Smoke December. We hosted the single largest hookah giveaway ever. 400 individual prizes. That's not a joke. That's serious prizes. Ever. Then we're hosting the first hookah event in New York City. Never happened in this city. Not of this importance. I mean, I don't think any other hookah event has had open bar like this for a major industry event. So, we're doing that. We're going to be throwing a great party at Oasis Lounge. We booked out the whole place. We're hosting the first hookah battle junior league competition in LA that's ever been hosted in the United States. We are pioneering all this stuff with the goal to expand hookah into the general market. And when we do our hookah battles, we're not going to be confined to lounges. We're not going to hide out in clubs. We're going to be out in the open so people can see these competitions happen. We want
walk up and learn about hookah.
Exactly. So I'm excited about the hookah battle stuff.
Me too.
We're all honored to be able to take it over for them and run their events in the United States. We will be good caretakers. We're gonna have a lot of fun with it. I guarantee you. Internationally next year, we're not sure what we're doing. There is plans and talks, but everything's money, guys. Everything's money. So, Tommy and I always talk about this, and we're trying to figure out: do we want to just grow THL, or do we want to grow hookah in the United States? And I think we want both. So, so I'm not sure if we want to just go international yet. We're still talking about it. If we do, we're looking at some events that THL will be present at. Maybe some after parties. We'll let you guys know for our overseas people. Specifically Germany and Russia. So we'll let you guys know more about that. Probably closer to Christmas. That's when that information will be coming out. It's just a lot of organizing. Did I miss anything yet?
I don't think so. No, there's nothing I can even think of to look to expand on. But there is a lot. There's a lot to be excited about right now.
Let me ask you something. How did your Payday podcast go? What do you guys talk about?
It was good. We talked about a number of topics that are just kind of going on in pop culture.
Oh.
But it was good. We're still having some sound issues, but less than before.
Remember how many times we had problems with this stream?
Yeah, I'm having issues with Google Hangouts, like muting each other while we're talking.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, watch the stream. You didn't watch the stream?
No, that's bizarre.
I'm not watching your fucking Saturday shows anymore.
No?
Nope.
Well, you do it at a weird hour.
What, we do?
Yeah. Wait, what time do you do it?
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
1st and 15th.
I watched the
Thanks,
first
Frank.
one. It was awesome. Yeah. No problem.
You watched what?
The first one was really good.
Yeah, the first one was good. The second one we had a lot of issues, and then the last one was good, but there was still some sound issues. It's not as polished as I want it yet, and you're not helpful. So,
Well, I might have watched it, Tom, but it doesn't mean everybody that's watching this even knows what the show was. That's why I'm asking you to go through it.
That was the show.
They went through pop culture topics. And that's a show called the Payday Podcast. It runs the 1st and 15th of every month. So you can check it out on the 1st for the next episode, which I believe. Wait a minute, Tommy. Oh my God. The day has come where the Payday Podcast and Into Valhalla compete.
Oh, is that a Saturday?
It is.
Perfect.
Oh my God. So, wait, you're at 10. I'm at 10:30.
We'll figure this out off air, but yeah, I mean, you can watch me and Eddie talk about cool stuff, like, we'll smoke hookah. We talk about hookah a little tiny bit, and we mostly talk about like things going on either in hip hop or things going on and with different pop culture things going on with different political things. Like that's the kind of stuff that we are going to be talking about, just like any other podcast. It's really just shit that interests us while we smoke hookah. You can watch that. It's pretty cool. Sometimes Eddie raps. We usually give stuff away. Or you could watch Frank talk about, ancient gods. Whatever is your style, I guess. Whatever sounds more appealing.
So that he's gonna be on 10 o'clock on February 1st. 10:30. We do Into Valhalla. That's every other Saturday. So it's twice a month as well. And we are going to be. Last week we covered Odin, who's the king of the gods for the Norse mythology, and it was really interesting to get through. Next episode we're going to Thor, so if you're interested about Thor, to hear about him and how he's the son of Odin and how he came to be and what his powers are. There's interesting things in there, it's not going to be for everybody, but if you are interested and want to geek out, come join us. We give you a little tidbits information you probably didn't know about before.
No, it's really cool. I've watched all the episodes of your show because I'm a good friend. I didn't catch the last one yet, and I guess I won't now because my feelings are hurt. But it's really interesting. It's a good show. When you first started talking about it, I wasn't sure if it was going to be something that I would actually think was cool to watch, but I've enjoyed watching it. I have.
Yeah, we try to keep it like a documentary. It's like almost like you're watching a documentary that's being talked about, and we have a really great group of people. We have Drew Warner, the Hookah enthusiast, who talks in the show. We have Steve Orloway and Justin Young. They're both THL members, and they also contribute. And it's a really cool process. We pick a topic, and then the whole week leading up to the show, we're just doing research, and we all have our own topics that we're going to talk about on the show and an outline. And then when the show comes on, we just run through it. And the first episode, I think, was pretty messy, but now we have gone into a pretty good synergy.
Yes. Yeah, the first episode, I wouldn't say messy, but there was definitely times like you guys hadn't really found your cadence yet.
Yeah.
And now you have it. Like it seems... I know that it's not, but it seems almost like it's very well scripted, maybe even rehearsed, because you guys seem to really be able to work off of each other very well.
Thank you, Tommy.
Isn't it better when we're nice to each other, you fucking dickhead?
You know what we should do, Tommy?
What should we do?
We should make a show where it's you and I, and we sit and we watch each other's shows and comment about it.
And just talk shit like that Mystery Science Theater?
Yeah. So I'll sit there watching your show for an hour, and people can watch to see how I react, and vice versa. And then we can do it through the AM Hookah podcast.
Only we would want to watch that, though. No one else is going to want to see that except for us. It's going to be just all...
Do you want to see that, guys? Let us know in the comments. If you want to watch us...
surprised if anyone wants to see that.
You tell us what to watch. We'll watch it together. Payday in Valhalla.
Payday in Valhalla. You know what? I don't hate that.
I don't hate that either.
I don't hate that. Me and Eddie could just do our show with one of your backgrounds, and we'll drink out of horns.
Speaking of which, speaking of other shows, we are partnered with the AM Hookah podcast.
Yes, we are.
So they also believe the same thing we do with trying to expand these boundaries and get people that are from outside of the community to come into the community and expand hookah in North America. So they're a great partner for us. As such, we part of the partnership is we talk about each other's shows and how great they are, and they are great. Um, I watched they did Gamecast last night. They were playing Duck Game. It's fun to watch. A very frustrating game with Duck Game. But that being said, I do have a plug that they want me to show here, so you can hear about their schedule. Because Tommy, do you know when their shows are?
I can never remember.
I haven't even watched your shows.
I know.
The awesome things coming up.
All right, over here on the AM Hookah channel, we got 3 shows. They're going to be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday show is the most important one you're going to want to check out. It's going to take place at 6:30 Central. Come check us out on Wednesdays. We're going to be running something we like to call a Gamecast. That's every Wednesday night. It's like watching people play video games. And then on Friday, we run a show called Technical Difficulties. That's every Friday night. And we kind of go over some of the more niche things that you can do within this hobby that we like to call smoking hookah.
And the best way to find us, obviously, is just go straight to youtube.com/amhookah or twitch.tv/amhookah. Sub, follow, hit that bell icon so you know the absolute moment that we go live. And you can actually find us on things like Spotify, iTunes, Google Play Music, all those different places. Just search for AM Hookah. You will find the audio version of this podcast.
And for the purpose of clarity, there's a reason that we've gone into this partnership, and that's because they're taking it in a slightly different direction. They're going to be more of a lifestyle brand, or that is their goal here. That's why they have the new content coming out, and that's why we are in this partnership where we're kind of trying to cross-pollinate. So you're probably going to see our faces over here a lot more, and you're probably going to see them over at our channel.
Exactly, and if you want to know exactly where you can go to find that stuff out, all you got to do is head on over to youtube.com/amhookah, twitch.tv/amhookah, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play Music, and anywhere else that you may want to find that sort of information.
Matt's out of breath, so I think that's going to do it. Plus, I think this is all the ad time we paid for. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, happy smoking.
And that was it. Here you guys go. You guys have all the information you need about that. We are having a contest with Superior Coals coming up soon, once I get time to make the poster. So that's happening. Speaking of
I'm
which,
using Superiors right now.
I have the red box. Yeah, I've been using them. They're not bad.
Not at all.
No, I think the red box is clearly a lot better. You know what? How about
I would even venture to say that it is superior.
I do like Prestige still, though.
And I meant to the green box. I have to agree. They're not my favorite coal, but the red box is absolutely for me a viable option. And at the price point, you can't really go wrong. It's like $11 a box.
So what new stuff are you smoking or doing this week? Anything new what's in your bowl tonight?
I'm just smoking some Alfakir Kiwi because I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to do anything heavy. I haven't smoked all week. I've been kind of under the weather. I got like a little bit of a cold going on.
Yeah, you look like shit.
Thanks, Frank. Thanks, Frank. I think your roots are showing. You better go get your hair colored again.
Go ahead. Keep going.
No, that's all. I just wanted to let you know your roots are showing. It's time to go get your hair colored again. Go back to your wife's salon. Fucking weirdo. You know, I don't understand it. I make your hair famous and then you change it.
Oh my god. Well, I am trying this new brand called Charisma. It looked okay. The cut was okay. But then you start smoking it, and it's just blah. And I asked this question in Barstool. If you guys don't know what Barstool is, it's a private chat in the group that we have. You're welcome to join. It's public. Do you think... Okay. You smoked Alfakir Mint before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When you first started smoking Alfakir Mint, was it really minty for you? When you first got into hookah?
No, but it wasn't the first mint I had. So my first mint was Social Smoke's Absolute Zero,
Okay.
which is a really, really, really cold mint. It doesn't last super long, but it's a very intense mint. So compared to that, I never felt like it was real minty. It's kind of an earthy mint.
Okay. So when you did Absolute Zero, when you got into things like FML Mint or Twice the Ice, obviously those are extremely more
Stronger,
minty,
yeah.
right? Have you gone back to Absolute Zero to try it since?
Yeah. Yeah, I've had Absolute Zero since I had the other mints.
And how has that mint level changed for you?
It's not as intense as your first thought it was. Just because those other flavors are way more intense. But the biggest thing for me was like Social Smoke is one of those brands that does great flavors, and they're really, really strong, for 25 or 30 minutes, and then it's gone. And that's the big difference to me between like brands like Alfaker, Starbuzz, Social Smoke. A lot of times you might find a flavor profile that you really, really, really enjoy, but it's a lot harder to get it to last as long as some of your other more higher end brands.
I am going with a theory right now, and this is for me, that since we're smoking such robust flavors constantly, and they keep evolving, they keep getting stronger, I feel like we have become to the point where we can no longer properly qualify what's a good mint anymore. I feel like we're at a point where we're smoking stuff so minty on the spectrum that for the average day person, we can't even do a review for them because our taste buds have changed so much and have gotten so used to these extreme flavors that for us, if we go, oh yeah, peppermint shake, not that minty, yeah, and then you give it to a normal person, they're choking to death on it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we have gotten so far with these extreme flavors where they keep getting stronger and more robust, and it's because our flavor profiles keep adapting to it. So they need to keep coming up with stronger flavors and stronger mints to appeal to that. And we keep going up this line, we keep going up this path where we keep getting these stronger and stronger mints, these stronger and stronger flavors, and then suddenly the flavor before is muted for us. So
yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely something to that. I don't know if it's a bad thing. I think it might make it harder for newer players to come in, and if they're not as intense as the rest of the enthusiast market is, because that's really what it comes down to. Is like you said, like normal people. Well, we don't smoke like normal people. I mean, I remember when FML, like when they first came out, and it was like a challenge to smoke a bowl of it. Like it was, I remember it was getting posted in the groups and stuff like, smoking twice the ice, and like there's people just coughing and hacking and dying. And now it's like the norm for someone to be posting a bowl of just like, oh, I'm smoking FML Blue today, and that's all they're smoking. Where when that flavor first came out, like people would look at you like you were nuts if you said you were going to pack a bowl of just that. Even cane, like lots of people smoke straight cane. When I first became aware of it and first went to try it, it was like add 5 or 10% of it to your bowl, and that's it.
So do you think there's a possibility? Because I was thinking about this while I was smoking Charisma. I'm smoking it, and I'm smoking these flavors, and they all feel muted. I feel like I'm not getting any flavor. I feel like the flavor's there, but it's like missing, like hidden. It's like
real subtle.
Yeah. So I go to myself, I'm like, is this a possibility? Have I smoked so many robust flavors to the point that I can no longer qualify a flavor that a normal smoker, a casual smoker, would actually like, where they would taste everything? Have I gotten to that point where we can't do it? And if that's so, and that's true, that means hookah reviewers in general can't review for your average person because their palates have evolved so much. Makes me think. That's what I've always been thinking, because I'm trying these flavors and everything's muted, and it will make sense where if you and someone else are talking about flavors, that's why there's just a disparity, Tommy, where you talk about flavor and I talk about flavor, we taste completely different things sometimes. It is because our adjustment to that flavor, where I think it might be too harsh for me, but it's not for you, that distance is just becoming acclimated to that flavor and getting used to it. But once I'm where you are, hell, I could go stronger after that, right? And so could you.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, and I think that like maybe, but to say that you can't, like, to me, reviews are for a couple of things. Like, if you're watching a review and you're looking for someone to tell you whether or not a flavor is good, I think that you're making a mistake.
So if a review says it's not too minty, and you're a person that now smokes FML Blue, and I just came home and I picked up Starbucks, and then I watch a review and you say, oh, this one's not too minty. Do you think in that case, do you think the review is not valid for a beginner smoker?
No, well, I don't, because you're still talking about the whole body of what's available. So like for a beginner, if you're a beginner smoker, and like I don't know, I mean the reviews, like what I always looked for when I would watch reviews, if I'm looking for new flavors or if I'm trying to decide if I want to buy a flavor, I just want to know what the flavor profile is supposed to be. So like if you're looking at, say I'm looking at Haze, they all have goofy names. I'm looking at if I'm in a store and the store carries ugly, which no store by me carries ugly, but if I'm in a store that carries ugly and it's called Mawardi, I want to know like what the fuck is that even supposed to be? So to me, that's the reason to watch reviews of tobacco, unless you know that reviewer and know that they smoke and their tastes are similar to yours. Then a saying of, okay, this one's kind of minty but not minty enough. Well, then if you know like what they usually smoke and you like the things that they usually like, then this flavor might not be for you. But it's all subjective no matter what. Like if you took people who've never smoked hookah and you had them try hookahs and then review flavors, you're going to get some that like it, some that don't, some that say something's too minty, some say it's not minty enough. Like it's all just personal preference anyway. So I don't really like tobacco reviews that say whether or not something is good or give it like a number from 1 to 10. I think that's kind of silly. Just tell people what it is. Let us know how long you can expect it to smoke, how much heat you want to add on it, what's the right way to pack it, and that's it. So like that's what I always tried to do for my reviews, and that's what I try to do with my reviews moving forward. I don't really do any tobacco reviews anymore for that reason, because that's what people want to hear is like, is this good? Is it worth buying? It's like, I don't know. Like I didn't like it, but you might. Like it's, you know what I mean?
Speaking of this, can we jump into one other brand really quick? Azor. Yeah. I think I'm going to do a review on it just because I feel like I have a really strong opinion of it. I don't dislike it. I like it. I have probably 20 flavors now. I've been testing this stuff for a couple months. I decided to do this experiment since I started with Azor cigar because I love Azor cigar. But it was a review.
I still haven't smoked it.
Huh, I should have gave you one. I have like a whole box. But you put some Dirty Man in there, and it's good. So these are my thoughts on Azor. Alright, because somebody mentioned some of these flavors get way hyped up, and I feel Azor is one of these. They have, for me, every single Azor flavor starts at this. It's amazing first hour. Bam, second round of coals. Flavor goes incredibly muted on the second hour. And I can't tell you how many times that has happened to me. Every single time. Hour great, drop off. Hour, drop off. Hour, drop off. Every single one I've tried. Mm-hmm. This is 20 flavors. And this is the blonde line. The dark line, not too many, not as bad as the blonde line. Like I have Static Starlight, still tastes okay. Second hour.
Well, that's Tangiers.
What?
That's Tangiers.
Oh, they have a similar one. Too.
Oh,
same one, like floral.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I decided to open a bag of Ugly today. And I packed it. Did some was it roller coaster? And it was great. First hour, great. Second hour was great too. You know, it was the second hour as powerful as the first. No. Am I using HMD? Yeah, I'm using HMD in all these tests. And before you say it's the HMD causing the issues with these, or keep in mind, I'm also smoking other flavors. I'm a big Alfacher smoker for double apple still. So, you know, I go on and off. So I could taste clearly the difference between smoking my double apple for 2 hours doing a session and then switching the next day to Azure. Like, I could tell the clear difference between the longevity of those two flavors. And there's a significant drop off for me. It'd be interesting if there's a different reaction with foil, but I don't know.
Well, I'm a foil smoker, and the Azure, the blonde line, I have found the same exact results as you.
Okay.
I like it. I don't dislike it. There's some brands come out, and you know, you get set flavors of stuff that are so short-lived that to me it's almost not even worth it to pack the bowl. And what comes to mind immediately is you know, Starbuzz, their regular line. What's it called? Sir Bentley's like that for me. Fumari is like that, and I'll still pick up Fumari from time to time. They do have a few flavors I really like, and I like them as mixers. But you know, all those brands, all the flavors I've tried usually only last like a half hour or so. So it's like I'm not even done my first round of coals, and I'm out of flavor. I'm just blowing smoke. Alchemist was like that, and that's an issue that I have. Where Azure, it'll last your whole first round, which is there's lots of times where I just smoke a bowl for one round anyway, so it's not the end of the world. It's still worth it to have. I'm going to continue to pick it up, but if it could get to that 2 hour mark, I'd pick up a lot more of it, for sure.
See, this is my argument right there, okay? And I think anyone can have their own stance on this, and that's fine. But I always go back to the king of blondes, and you could argue or laugh at it, is Alfacher and Akla, okay? And those guys can smoke for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not saying I will. But if I'm paying $10 more than Alfacher, and then the flavor does not last 2 hours, that's a problem to me, because I'm paying you double the price per kilo for this versus that, and it's half the time. Now, I'm not saying it shouldn't last 2 hours, but for me, my sweet spot for a blonde is an hour 25 minutes.
Yeah,
that's why I smoke. And Alfacher, no problems last that long. Trifecta and Dougly I've had, no problem. But Azure, for me, has a significant drop off, and it's a shame because some of the flavors I love. There's so many flavors I love.
Well, to me, like, that's the justification for paying the extra money and still doing it, because, like, do I like Alfacher? Absolutely. I mean, you know it. Most people probably watching the show at this point know it. I am mostly a dark leaf smoker. That's what I prefer to smoke. I like to know that I'm smoking. I like to taste my tobacco notes, and I like to buzz a little bit. But, like, you know, Alfacher doesn't have flavors that compare to some of the flavors available from brands like Azure, from brands like even Fumari and Social Smoke. Like, I mean, you know, Alfacher's mint is a real earthy, kind of muted mint. It's good. I still smoke it. I'll still mix it with my other Alfachers. I'll mix it with Tangier sometimes. But it's not the same as if you go and pick up, you know, like FML, like what we already talked about, where you're going to pay more. Now, Pure actually does last a while for me. I haven't had an issue, but if we're, instead of talking about Azure, if we were talking about Pure, and Pure only lasted for an hour, I would still buy it, and it would still be worth it to me to pay that extra money. And that's the same way I feel about Azure. Some of their flavors, there's not, like, I can't just easily buy or easily replicate the flavor profile of, like, Cosmos. Like, I think Cosmos is great. I love Azure Blonde Cosmos. I pick it up almost every order. I like it as a mixer. I like to smoke it by itself. It's, you know, but you're only going to smoke it for one round. And I don't mind paying the extra money because I can't pick up anything from Al Fakr that has the same taste during that hour. So if I want that flavor, it's my only option. If Al Fakr had more flavors, if Al Fakr started coming out with more interesting mixes and stuff like that, which they're not going to. I mean, they're doing what they're doing, and that's what they're going to do. They've been doing the same thing for 100 years. But if they did, then I think there'd be more weight to that argument, and we'd have more of a leg to stand on to say, hey, these other companies, you guys have to make your tobacco taste, you know, as good as it does at the beginning for longer, or else we're not going to buy. Because, like, Al Fakr, I don't have a way to make a blueberry muffin.
No.
But Fumari has a real good blueberry muffin. Azur has a real good blueberry muffin. I can't, like there's no flavors I could just get and easily create a bowl. Like, even if I had to buy 3 or 4 different flavors to make a mix of Al Fakr to have it taste like that, I can't. I'd have to be buying flavoring and everything else. Like, I'm not doing that.
No, I don't
so
disagree.
I'll pay the extra $10.
Right. I'm for me, I get what you're saying. For you, the flavor is what you're paying for, the extra cost, right? And I guess for me, David's saying his goes for 9 minutes, no problem. I mean, I could get mine to 9 minutes too, but the flavor is not the same for me on the second hour. That's all I'm saying. Like, I feel like it goes in half. Like, I'm not saying that you can't smoke it still, but my first hour is amazing. The first 30 minutes of smoking Azur, you can't compare to other brands.
Oh, yeah.
Al Fakr, yeah, I mean, like, I don't like the slush flavors from Al Fakr, unfortunately. But orange is amazing, passion fruit is amazing, Blue Mountain is amazing. The passion fruit mint from Al Fakr, surprisingly, I don't care for. I just do pure passion fruit. For some reason, I don't like the mix. If I do mint, I always throw an FML, so I like that. Just a little pinch doesn't really change the flavor. What's in there just gives it that mint kick. And those, they last 2 hours fine, you know, too. If you find the flavors you like from Al Fakr, they last long. They give you good clouds too. But maybe I'll do experiments with foil. But you know, Tommy, like you said you were trying it. Cosmos is great, by the way. I like Cosmos.
Yeah.
Tomahawk is a good flavor too from Azur. It's like an orangey flavor.
The chocolate cake is really good.
I'm not too savory. See, that's the difference between you and I. I'm into citrusy.
Yeah, see, I like a lot of the savory flavors from a lot of these brands, because again, it's something that is just I can't replicate it by using the Al Fakr or cheaper tobaccos.
Yeah. Oh wow, we're over.
We're way over.
Well, guys, if you guys, maybe we do this like as a show. So we come on to argue about tobacco.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. We'll do this again and talk about all the tobacco stuff you want to hear.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining us. And, you know, like I always say, what Tommy always says, don't be a loser.
A loser. Thanks for watching, guys. Why?
Si fuera yo, me echaría a perder el sabor de tus besos, tu miel. Si fuera yo, me echaría a perder tu amor, el calor de tu piel y el dolor de verla sufrir. Me parte el corazón en dos. Nunca más volvería.
Frank, why are you doing this still?
Si fuera yo, si fuera yo, si fuera yo.
guys can leave the stream. There's nothing else fun that's gonna happen. This is it. Frank's just gonna leave this on here. Start again. Frank, will you just stop it? Roll the thing. Do the thing. Thank God. It broke.
Puedo ver que te esfuerzas para no llorar enfrente de
Fucking hate you.
Él te hiere el corazón y tú finges no lo sentir. Si fuera yo, me echaría a perder. El sabor de tu miel. Si fuera yo. Me echaría a perder tu amor. El calor de
This is just for you at this point, right? Like, this is just for you.
me parte el corazón en dos.
I need a Tylenol. People are writing panda in socks.
Jamás volvería a llorar si fuera yo. Quiero ser el que te guíe.
Please stop. Please stop. Just stop. You're holding me hostage. I want to go, man. Come on. The show ends at 12. What are you doing?